Have you ever wondered how your thoughts shape your reality? Understanding and rewiring the subconscious mind is crucial for personal growth, success, and emotional intelligence. This transformative journey invites you to explore the dynamic relationship between your brain and behavior. Through engaging insights rooted in neuroscience, you'll discover practical strategies to break free from limiting beliefs and cultivate flexibility in your thinking. Join us in mastering the art of a malleable mindset that empowers you to embrace change, improve communication, and unlock your fullest potential. Malleable Mindset, Bend Reality with a Flexible Mind, compiled and published by Limbic Shift. Chapter 1. Unlocking the Mind's Adaptive Potential. Have you ever felt stuck in patterns of thought and behavior that seem impossible to change? Such feelings often arise from the deep-seated beliefs stored in our subconscious minds, which shapes our daily responses to various situations. The ability to unlock the mind's adaptive potential lies in understanding these underlying patterns and how we can realign or rewire them for better outcomes. Neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, shows that we are not bound to our habitual ways of thinking. Instead, we possess the remarkable capability to alter our thoughts, emotions, and actions, fostering personal growth, success, and emotional well-being. At the heart of personal transformation is the interplay between our subconscious beliefs and our conscious thoughts. The subconscious mind holds our experiences, emotions, and memories, often influencing our decisions without us even realizing it. Unraveling this connection requires a commitment to self-reflection and intentional practice. As we embark on this journey, we learn how deep-seated beliefs shape our perceptions of ourselves, our capabilities, and our interactions with others. Realizing that these subconscious perceptions are malleable is the key to initiating significant changes in our lives. Each time we challenge a belief or act outside our comfort zone, we facilitate the process of rewiring, allowing our minds to adapt and grow. Understanding the critical roles of the limbic system provides substantial insight into emotional regulation, helping us navigate our emotional landscapes effectively. The limbic system, which governs our emotional responses, fuses essential functions such as memory, behavior, and motivation. When we learn to recognize our emotional triggers, we can develop healthier responses while harnessing the power of emotional intelligence. This awareness allows us to approach situations with flexibility, transforming perceived obstacles into opportunities for growth and connection. As we cultivate this emotional dexterity, we find that we can develop richer, more rewarding relationships and experiences, boosting our overall sense of well-being. Mastering the concept of adaptability entails embracing vulnerability. Acknowledging the emotions that arise when facing change is crucial for growth, as this can break down barriers that stifle progress. This chapter will delve into the essential elements needed to foster a mindset that encourages adaptation. We will explore techniques for cultivating self-awareness, which provides clarity for recognizing harmful patterns and enables us to make conscious choices about how we react to the world around us. The practice of mindfulness and self-compassion will also play a critical role in this journey, highlighting the importance of being kind to ourselves as we navigate the complexities of growth. Additionally, we'll examine the significance of intentional goal setting, empowering us to outline our paths clearly and purposefully so we can pave the way for intentionally desired transformations. As we move forward through this chapter and beyond, hold on to the insights shared here as guiding lights, illuminating the vast potential that exists within you. By unlocking the adaptive potential of your mind, you embark upon a progressive journey towards self-mastery, laying the groundwork for an empowered, more fulfilling life, one in which you actively shape your reality with a malleable mindset. As we delve deeper into unlocking the mind's adaptive potential, let's transform our insights into actionable steps that enhance our lives on multiple fronts. Begin by identifying a specific belief or thought pattern you wish to change. Write it down, stating it clearly. Next, counter that belief with a positive affirmation or an alternative narrative that reflects what you want to embody. By consciously reframing your perspective, you engage your brain's neuroplasticity, paving the way for healthier thought patterns to take root. This method is effective because it disrupts automatic responses that no longer serve you, allowing space for growth and adaptation. Picture a colleague who often feels anxious about presenting ideas. By consciously affirming their value and capabilities, they can begin embracing opportunities rather than shying away from them. The second technique involves mindfulness meditation. Set aside 10 minutes each day to focus on your breath, allowing thoughts to come and go without judgment. This practice trains your brain to develop emotional regulation and self-awareness, both crucial for adaptability. When you regularly engage in mindfulness, you're effectively reshaping your brain's pathways associated with stress and anxiety. Imagine a student preparing for exams. They might experience overwhelming pressure. Engaging in mindfulness could help calm their racing thoughts, fostering clarity and focus that enables them to perform better. Next, practice visualizing your desired outcomes. Create a mental image of a future where you fully embody your newfound beliefs. This method, rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy, proves effective because visualization helps activate the same brain regions involved in actual achievement. Suppose you envision yourself confidently leading a team meeting. By repeatedly creating this mental scenario, the brain begins to treat it as a familiar experience, fostering confidence and willingness to step into that role when the time comes. Another powerful exercise is keeping a gratitude journal. Dedicate time each evening to jot down 3 things that went well during your day. This practice primes your brain to focus on positivity, allowing for a shift away from negative patterns that may have previously dominated your mindset. Consider someone facing relationship challenges. By patiently and consciously recognizing the small, positive interactions of their day, they can foster a more optimistic outlook, improving their emotional resilience and interpersonal connections. Finally, establish an accountability buddy. Share your commitment to reframing your thought patterns with someone you trust. Schedule regular check-ins to monitor progress and exchange insights. Neuroscience highlights the importance of social connections in enhancing resilience and adaptability. Envision a scenario in which 2 friends encourage one another through challenges. Their shared experiences offer motivation and clarity that strengthen their resolve, both for personal and collective growth. As you implement these exercises into your daily life, remember that change is a gradual process. Celebrate small victories along the way, as they build the foundation for lasting transformation. Embrace the notion that by unlocking the adaptive potential of your mind, you empower yourself to navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace. Each step brings you closer to mastering the art of a malleable mindset, enhancing work, relationships, and overall well-being. With each action you take, you reinforce your resolve to reshape your reality and cultivate the life you desire. Remember, your journey is just beginning. For more insights and guidance, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, and continue exploring the transformative power of your mind. Chapter 2. How the limbic system shapes reality. Have you ever wondered how your emotions influence your perceptions of the world? The limbic system, a key player in our brain architecture, acts as the emotional centerpiece defining how we react to experiences and interactions. This integral structure governs everything from our deepest feelings to our instinctual responses, be it joy or fear. Understanding the limbic system helps us recognize the powerful influence our emotions have on our thoughts and decision-making processes, ultimately shaping our personal and social realities. By delving into its implications, we begin to realize that mastering our emotional landscape is essential for achieving personal growth, success, and robust emotional well-being. At the very heart of this chapter lies the profound realization that the limbic system plays a critical role in emotional regulation, which significantly impacts our subconscious beliefs. When stressful life events transpire, the amygdala, a core component of the limbic system, triggers emotional responses, sending us into a fight-or-flight state. Over time, these responses can create automatic reactions linked to deep-seated beliefs embedded in our subconscious, often hindering our growth and preventing us from embracing new opportunities. Activating judgment-free self-awareness around our emotions, recognizing their presence before responding, creates a crucial first step toward reclaiming control over our emotional lives. One central theme in mastering the workings of the limbic system is understanding neuroplasticity's role. Neuroplasticity highlights the brain's capacity to adapt and rewire itself, evolving continuously as we learn and grow. By acknowledging that we can restructure the neural pathways shaped by past experiences, we gain the power to reshape our emotional and cognitive responses. This adaptive capacity is vital for fostering resilience because it allows us to learn healthier ways of interpreting emotions, transforming fear into curiosity and anxiety into excitement. Picture an individual who used to avoid public speaking due to past failures, but through consistent practice and insight, transforms that fear into a newfound excitement about sharing ideas. Here, neuroplasticity acts as the catalyst for this significant shift in emotional perception. Understanding the connections between the limbic system and our subconscious beliefs is essential for emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence consists of our ability to perceive, understand, and manage emotions, enhancing interpersonal relationships and decision-making. The more attuned we are to our emotions, the more adeptly we can navigate the emotional landscapes of others, improving communication and fostering connection. For instance, consider a manager resolving team conflict. Their high emotional intelligence allows the recognition of underlying emotions, facilitating a constructive path toward resolution. As you delve into enhancing emotional regulation, remember the importance of mindfulness practices. Mindfulness trains the limbic system to pause before reacting to emotional stimuli, thereby enabling a clearer, more composed response to challenging situations. Through engaging in mindfulness and self-reflection regularly, one can develop a deeper understanding of emotional triggers, leading to heightened self-awareness and improved emotional management. For example, think of a parent who learns to calm themselves in heated moments, allowing a productive conversation to unfold rather than reacting impulsively. Lastly, embracing vulnerability is crucial for emotional growth. As the limbic system guides our emotional responses, recognizing and expressing vulnerability facilitates authentic connections and creates robust relationships. Allowing ourselves to be open to others enables a greater understanding of shared experiences, forging stronger bonds and fostering community. Imagine two friends sharing their struggles. This openness nurtures empathy and support, the bedrock of meaningful connections. Through understanding and mastering how the limbic system shapes our reality, we empower ourselves to navigate life with intention, resilience, and emotional clarity. To effectively leverage the insights gained from understanding the limbic system and its influence on our emotions, integrating specific actionable exercises into your daily routine can be extraordinarily beneficial. Begin by practicing the emotional check-in technique. Reserve a few moments each day to pause and assess your emotions. Ask yourself simple questions. What am I feeling right now? Why might I feel this way? Acknowledging current emotions can create an opportunity for self-awareness, helping you discern patterns and triggers. This practice works because awareness engages the prefrontal cortex, which is critical for emotional regulation, allowing you to process emotions proactively rather than reactively. For instance, if you find yourself feeling frustrated in a meeting, recognizing that feeling can help you respond thoughtfully, fostering a climate of collaboration rather than contention. Another effective method is mindful breathing. Establish a routine where you spend 5 minutes focusing solely on your breath. Inhale deeply for a count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. This technique activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms the body and mind. When you center your thoughts around your breath, you ground yourself in the present and create a buffer against overwhelming emotions. Visualize a person preparing for a challenging conversation. By engaging in mindful breathing beforehand, they can approach the discussion with reduced anxiety and greater confidence, resulting in a healthier outcome. Emotional journal is a transformative exercise that encourages daily reflection. Every evening, take 15 minutes to write down 3 emotional highlights from your day and reflect on how you responded. Exploring emotional responses deepens your understanding of daily triggers and patterns, allowing space for evolution. This method enhances emotional intelligence because research shows that reflection on experiences strengthens neural pathways associated with managing emotions. For example, a person who experiences stress over time can identify the triggers causing this anxiety and begin addressing their roots, ultimately fostering resilience. The reframing technique helps shift your perceptions of challenging emotions. When confronted with a difficult emotion, consciously ask, "What can I learn from this?" Shift as much as possible from a victim mindset to a learning approach. This technique creates a growth-oriented perspective that harnesses emotional challenges as opportunities for self-reflection and learning. Imagine someone grappling with rejection. By attaching a lesson to that experience, they build confidence and the ability to take risks in future endeavors. Finally, integrate connection circles into your routine. Host or participate in group discussions focused on sharing challenges and processing emotions collectively. By verbalizing experiences in a supportive context, you enhance vulnerability and the capacity to empathize with others. This practice cultivates emotional resilience and strengthens relationships, making you feel deeply connected to a community. Visualize a group of colleagues coming together to process stressful work situations. These discussions foster deeper trust and enable solutions to emerge collaboratively. As you immerse yourself in these exercises, you will find your emotional resilience growing stronger and your relationships becoming more profound and authentic. Remember that understanding and navigating your emotional landscape with the limbic system's insights empower you to enhance both your work and personal interactions. As you bring these methods into your life, let them serve as tools for clarity and growth, a way to enrich your journey towards self-mastery. To continue exploring insights like these and facilitating your transformative journey, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, and connect with a community committed to personal growth and understanding the mind. Chapter 3. The Science of Mental Flexibility. Have you ever felt trapped in rigid thought patterns that hinder your ability to adapt to life's ever-changing demands? Mental flexibility, the ability to adjust our thinking and behavior when faced with new situations or challenges, plays a vital role in our overall emotional and cognitive health. At its core, mental flexibility connects deeply to the functioning of the subconscious mind, informing our emotional responses and shaping our approach to problem solving. Embracing this skill not only enriches personal development, but is crucial for navigating the complexities of life with resilience and confidence. Mental flexibility enables us to rethink our perspectives, allowing better emotional regulation and enhanced problem-solving capabilities. Our brains are wired to favor certainty and stability, yet this desire often leads us into cognitive traps where we may cling to familiar thoughts or ideas. By understanding the science behind mental flexibility, we can challenge ourselves to break free from these limiting cycles. Neuroplasticity, the brain's capacity to reorganize and adapt, is especially relevant here, as it underscores that we can actively train our minds to think more flexibly. Through consistent practice and exposure to new experiences, we can reshape our brain pathways, encouraging a broader spectrum of thoughts and emotions. One essential aspect of mastering mental flexibility is recognizing the potential of reframing failure into a learning opportunity. This mindset shift relies on the idea that every setback can provide valuable data for future endeavors. Rather than viewing a failure solely as a negative experience, we can cultivate the habit of asking ourselves what insights we can take from the experience. Research shows that this process not only mitigates feelings of discouragement, but drives cognitive resilience and fosters growth. A practical example of this can be seen in an athlete who misses a crucial shot during a game. Instead of succumbing to despair, they might analyze their technique and improve in the practice sessions that follow. Another critical element is the practice of embracing uncertainty. Often, our discomfort with change and unpredictability keeps us anchored in rigid thinking patterns. Accepting uncertainty as an inherent aspect of life can free us from being paralyzed by fear. Deliberate exposure to novel experiences when paired with a positive mindset can dramatically strengthen mental agility. Think of someone trying a new hobby. The initial awkwardness is often accompanied by creative exploration, transforming discomfort into discovery. This approach bolsters the belief that, even amid uncertainty, we can cultivate innovative responses and enrich our skill sets. Developing empathy is a vital feature of mental flexibility, allowing us to understand and relate to others' perspectives. When we pride ourselves on a single perspective, we lose sight of the richness that diversity brings to interpreting life experiences. By fostering empathy, we become more adaptable, enhancing our ability to work in teams and manage conflicts. For instance, in a workplace setting, an employee who practices empathy during a dispute can better comprehend the viewpoints of others, aiding in a collaborative resolution, ultimately fostering trust and cohesiveness. To round off our exploration of mental flexibility, we must recognize the importance of self-awareness. Acknowledging our automatic thoughts when faced with new or challenging situations enables us to deliberate on how we choose to respond. By cultivating self-awareness, we harness the power to steer our mental processes away from rigid thoughts and embrace adaptive strategies. Picture a professional who, upon receiving critical feedback, initially feels defensive. Through self-awareness, however, they are able to pause, assess their instincts, and open themselves up to constructive lessons rather than shutting down. As we delve deeper into the nuances of mental flexibility, remember that this foundational skill can transform the way you navigate life's unpredictability. By honing your ability to adapt your thinking, you foster an environment where personal growth flourishes, relationships deepen, and emotional intelligence evolves, all paving the way towards a more resilient and vibrant version of yourself. To deepen your understanding of mental flexibility, it's essential to engage in exercises that help you incorporate this mindset into your daily routine. Start with a simple but effective practice called the perspective shift exercise. At the end of each day, reflect on a challenging situation you faced. Write down how you responded and then deliberately reframe that response. Ask yourself what alternative outcomes could have arisen, or how someone else might interpret the same event. This exercise works because it engages cognitive restructuring, a process supported by neuroplasticity that allows you to develop new, adaptable responses to similar challenges in the future. For example, if you struggled with criticism at work, reframing it as feedback for growth invites a constructive mindset, enhancing your confidence and willingness to evolve. The second exercise involves creative problem solving, which encourages exploring multiple solutions when encountering an obstacle. Identify a specific challenge you're currently facing, whether personally or professionally. Set a timer for 10 minutes and brainstorm as many potential solutions as possible without filtering your thoughts. By pushing yourself to think creatively, you tap into divergent thinking processes, shifting away from rigid mental pathways. Imagine a team looking to improve its productivity. By engaging in this exercise, they could discover numerous innovative tactics that might not have emerged without a flexible approach. Ultimately, this fosters a collaborative spirit in the workplace and enhances overall creativity. Next, incorporate daily affirmations for flexibility into your routine. Each morning, write or recite affirmations that reinforce your ability to adapt and embrace change. Phrases like, "I am open to new experiences," or "I welcome challenges as opportunities for growth" prime your brain to anticipate flexibility, making it easier to respond positively in real-life scenarios. This method works because repetitions and positive reinforcement activate the brain's reward pathways, thereby affirming new belief systems. Picture someone facing unexpected changes in their job role. A commitment to daily affirmations can significantly bolster their confidence, enabling them to face transitions head-on rather than retreating in fear. Consider also the controlled exposure technique, where you consciously place yourself in slightly uncomfortable situations that require flexibility. Start small, perhaps engage in a conversation with a colleague you're unfamiliar with, or take on a task that lies outside your current skill set. These experiences, though minor, promote adaptability while enriching your social repertoire. Neuroscientific research shows that regular exposure to new experiences enhances brain plasticity, leading to greater cognitive and emotional resilience. For instance, attending a networking event may initially feel daunting, but by willingly stepping out of your comfort zone, you foster growth and create new professional connections. Lastly, practice emotion journaling. a reflective exercise designed to deepen your understanding of your emotional responses under varying circumstances. Each night, take a moment to write about one emotional experience from your day. Describe the emotion you felt, what triggered it, and how you responded. This process allows you to uncover underlying patterns in your emotional responses, promoting greater self-awareness and adaptability. The insights gained through journaling can empower you to face future challenges with tailored coping strategies and an enhanced emotional toolkit. Consider a situation where disappointment might have derailed your plans. Journaling enables clarity, allowing you to respond with resilience and renewed determination next time. Integrating these exercises into your life not only cultivates a mindset of mental flexibility, but also equips you with the tools necessary for navigating any challenges you encounter. As you develop this skill, you'll find that your ability to adapt enhances your work performance, enriches your relationships, and bolsters your sense of well-being. Embracing mental flexibility is a journey worth undertaking, one that leads to deeper emotional resilience and a fuller life experience. Remember, there's a supportive community ready to accompany you on this path. Subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, to explore further insights and strategies that can empower your journey towards self-mastery. Chapter 4. Rewriting Subconscious Patterns for Success. Have you ever considered how much influence your subconscious mind has over your daily decisions and experiences? The subconscious mind operates as a hidden framework guiding our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, often without our conscious awareness. Recognizing that our subconscious patterns significantly impact how we navigate life is paramount to personal development and success. When we actively engage in rewriting these patterns, we unearth the potential for profound transformation that enhances our emotional resilience and overall well-being. Rewriting subconscious patterns involves a meticulous process of identifying, challenging, and changing the ingrained beliefs that shape our perceptions and actions. These patterns are predominantly formed during early childhood and are influenced by our experiences, environment, and social interactions. While our subconscious often serves us well, it can also harbor limiting beliefs that obstruct personal growth. By understanding how our subconscious operates, we empower ourselves to make conscious choices that align with our true aspirations and values. Engaging with this inner dialogue, often riddled with self-doubt and unproductive beliefs, paves the way for neuroplasticity, the brain's incredible capacity to change and adapt throughout our lives. At the heart of this transformative journey is the recognition of the role that emotional regulation plays in reshaping subconscious beliefs. The limbic system, responsible for processing emotions, is intricately linked to our subconscious mind. When we experience overwhelming emotions, fear, anxiety, or frustration, our ability to think clearly and make rational decisions diminishes. Therefore, cultivating emotional regulation skills becomes vital for rewriting these patterns. Fostering a balanced emotional state facilitates our capacity to challenge ingrained beliefs and replace them with empowering narratives, ultimately enhancing our resilience and adaptive capacity. Critical to mastering the rewriting of subconscious patterns is the technique of visualization. Effective visualization utilizes the power of mental imagery to create a vivid representation of your desired outcomes. Neuroscience demonstrates that engaging in mental visualizations activates the same neural pathways as physical experiences, allowing your brain to perceive these visualized scenarios as reality. Imagine visualizing yourself confidently addressing a large audience. With consistent practice, you can transform the subconscious fear associated with public speaking into excitement and purpose. This process not only shifts your mindset, but rewires your emotional responses when faced with similar situations. Affirmations further enrich this journey of transformation by serving as powerful tools for altering self-perception and belief systems. By repeating positive affirmations that reflect the desired identity you want to embody, you interrupt negative internal dialogues and engage the brain's reward system. This approach primes our neural circuits for positive thinking, especially when combined with emotional regulation techniques. Picture an individual affirming their capabilities before a challenging meeting. Through reinforcement, they can cultivate a powerful sense of self-esteem, which translates into productive outcomes and successful interactions. Importantly, embracing reflection plays a crucial role in this process. Taking time to contemplate experiences helps unveil subconscious patterns that no longer serve us. Maintaining a reflective journal where you write about your daily experiences, emotions, and responses allows you to identify recurring themes and beliefs. This practice fosters self-awareness, enabling us to pinpoint detrimental patterns and actively work toward rewriting them. For instance, a person who consistently logs experiences of feeling undervalued can begin to recognize this pattern, igniting the desire to shift perceptions towards self-validation and experienced worth. As you embark on this empowering journey of rewriting your subconscious patterns, remember that genuine transformation requires patience, practice, and consistency. Adopting techniques such as visualization, affirmations, and reflection supports your growth while fostering emotional regulation. With every small step you take toward reshaping your patterns, you unlock a wealth of potential, creating pathways to success, emotional resilience, and personal fulfillment. Embrace the process and let the journey guide you toward the authentic, empowered version of yourself that awaits within. To apply the concepts of rewriting subconscious patterns effectively, engaging in practical exercises is crucial. The first exercise, called core belief identification, involves reflecting on thoughts that surface in challenging situations. Begin by journaling about a recent experience where you felt inadequate or defeated. Write down the emotions you felt and identify any recurring thoughts during that moment. Acknowledge the belief behind these thoughts. Are they related to limitations or fears rooted in your past? This exercise works because it brings awareness to subconscious beliefs, providing a pathway to challenge and reframe them. For instance, if you recognize a belief such as, "I am not good enough," you can begin actively working to reframe it into, "I am capable and worthy of success." This shift can increase your confidence, allowing you to pursue opportunities you previously avoided. Secondly, practice affirmative rewriting, which involves transforming negative self-statements into positive affirmations. Start by selecting a limiting belief you documented earlier and create 5 new affirmations that contradict that belief. For example, if your belief is, "I always fail in public speaking," develop affirmations like, "I express myself clearly and confidently." Repeat these affirmations daily, particularly in the morning or before any situations that trigger your self-doubt. Engaging in this practice reinforces positive neural pathways, helping your brain build a more optimistic view of your abilities. Imagine someone preparing for a presentation. Through repeat affirmations, they foster excitement instead of anxiety, enhancing their performance and interactions. A third effective exercise is visualization for success. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes in a quiet space where you can relax and concentrate. Visualize a scenario in which you successfully navigate a past challenge, experiencing the emotions associated with that success. Picture the sights, sounds, and feelings vividly in your mind. This method is powerful because neuroscience has shown that visualization activates the same neural circuits as real experiences, essentially tricking your brain into preparing for actual success. For instance, an athlete might visualize scoring the winning point, translating this mental practice into improved performance during the game. The more vividly and frequently you engage in this exercise, the more real these successes become in your subconscious. Next, undertake the emotional trigger mapping exercise. Take a moment to chart your emotional responses in various situations over a week. For example, keep track of moments that trigger feelings of anxiety or inadequacy and note your reactions. Then, reassess those moments, determining whether your responses are proportionate to the situations. This practice fosters emotional awareness, allowing you to identify patterns that stem from outdated beliefs. A common situation could be a colleague unexpectedly criticizing your work. By mapping out your emotional triggers, you can acknowledge an initial reaction and choose a more constructive response instead, leading to healthier workplace relationships and improved emotional resilience. Finally, engage in gratitude reframing. At the end of each day, reflect on 3 positive outcomes you've experienced and the lessons you've learned from challenges. Write them down, focusing on how these reflections can lead to growth. This technique works by shifting your focus towards positivity, reinforcing the belief that each experience, good or bad, contributes to personal development. For instance, when facing a setback, reminding yourself to find gratitude for the lesson learned can help cultivate resilience. By implementing these exercises into your life, you seize control over your subconscious patterns, facilitating a journey toward success and fulfillment. With consistent practice, you nurture emotional resilience and foster constructive beliefs, enriching your personal and professional interactions. Each step taken toward breaking free from limiting beliefs elevates your sense of empowerment and clarity, enabling you to embrace new possibilities. For continued exploration of these transformative concepts and techniques, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where we deepen our understanding of the mind's incredible potential together. Chapter 5: Emotional Intelligence and Thought Rewiring. Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed by emotions, struggling to navigate your feelings in a challenging situation? The ability to understand and manage one's emotions, along with the feelings of others, is the defining characteristic of emotional intelligence. This skill is crucial not only for resolving conflicts, but also for enhancing personal and professional relationships, fostering an environment in which effective communication thrives. At its core, emotional intelligence connects deeply with the subconscious mind, guiding our emotional responses and shaping the underlying belief systems that inform our actions. When we cultivate emotional intelligence, we engage in a transformative process of thought rewiring, enabling us to lead more fulfilling and successful lives. Emotional intelligence is inherently linked to the functions of the limbic system, the part of the brain responsible for generating emotional responses. By honing our emotional awareness, we can better regulate our emotions, minimizing the risk of knee-jerk reactions that often lead to misunderstandings or conflict. Traditional views categorized intelligence solely based on cognitive aptitude, but an overwhelming body of research now highlights the importance of emotional dimensions in overall intelligence. Recognizing our emotions and the emotions of others allows us to better connect, communicate, and collaborate as we embrace our shared human experiences. To master emotional intelligence, the first fundamental component is emotional awareness. Emotional awareness enables us to accurately recognize and understand our emotional states, which fosters the ability to articulate and communicate these feelings effectively. Neuroscience attributes emotional awareness to well-developed neural pathways in the brain, emphasizing the importance of consistent practice to strengthen this capability. By paying attention to one's emotional responses, even in mundane situations, we can identify triggers that influence behavior and ultimately refine our responses. Maintaining a daily journal can be particularly beneficial in developing this awareness, helping us catalog emotional patterns and better understand their sources. Another essential component of emotional intelligence is empathy, the capacity to perceive and appreciate the emotions of others. Empathy forms the bedrock of meaningful connections, transforming superficial interactions into deep-seated relationships built on mutual understanding. By actively listening and attempting to put ourselves in another's shoes, we foster empathy and hone our emotional intelligence. This skill is not merely emotional, but also cognitive, as it involves recognizing signals, facial expressions, vocal tone, or body language that convey complex emotions. For instance, a manager who understands the anxiety in a team member during a high-pressure project may provide reassurance, fostering an environment in which collaboration thrives. Emotional regulation is also a vital subtopic closely linked to emotional intelligence. Developing the ability to moderate and control emotional responses empowers us to handle overwhelming situations more effectively. Techniques such as mindfulness and cognitive reframing promote emotional regulation, allowing individuals to manage their responses rather than being driven by impulse. Consider an employee who experiences frustration in a meeting. Practicing emotional regulation equips them to channel that emotion constructively rather than reacting defensively, leading to a more productive dialogue. Moreover, social skills represent another key dimension of emotional intelligence. The ability to navigate social contexts, forge connections, and resolve conflicts is critical for personal and professional success. Individuals with strong social skills can build rapport easily, leading to streamlined communication and the establishment of trust and cooperation in group settings. A classic example can be seen in sales. Successful salespeople leverage their social skills to connect with clients, demonstrating attentiveness and empathy that ultimately enhances their relationships and drives results. As you embark on the journey towards enhancing your emotional intelligence and rewriting your thought patterns, remember that this acquisition of skills requires practice and commitment. With consistent effort, you can cultivate the ability to understand emotions, both your own and those of others, enabling stronger connections and improvements in virtually every aspect of your life. Embracing emotional intelligence not only fosters personal growth, but propels you toward a path of success, rooted in emotional resilience and innovation. To enhance your emotional intelligence and rewrite thought patterns effectively, engaging in specific exercises can facilitate rapid growth and self-awareness. One valuable exercise is the emotion diary. Begin by setting aside a few minutes each evening to write down 3 significant emotional experiences from your day. Identify the emotion you felt, what triggered it, and how you responded. This practice works by drawing your attention to emotional patterns, fostering a level of awareness that enables better emotional regulation in the future. For instance, if you notice that stress frequently arises during team meetings, documenting this can prompt you to explore coping strategies, such as deep breathing techniques before meetings, allowing for a calmer, more focused presence. Another powerful technique is empathy mapping. Set aside time to choose a person with whom you communicate frequently. This could be a colleague, family member, or friend. Begin by drawing a simple map that outlines what you believe this person thinks, feels, says, and does. As you reflect on their emotions and experiences, you sharpen your understanding of their perspective. This method works because it encourages cognitive empathy, enabling you to recognize patterns that might not have been immediately obvious. Imagine a situation where a friend seems distant. Empathy mapping can help you identify their stressors, allowing you to approach them with compassion instead of frustration, thereby strengthening your bond. Next, try the check-in technique to develop emotional regulation skills. Throughout your day, set aside moments to pause and assess your internal emotional state. Ask yourself questions like, what am I feeling right now? What triggered this response? This technique helps to root you in the present moment and promotes greater self-awareness, allowing you to make intentional choices rather than reacting impulsively. When faced with a confrontational situation at work, practicing this check-in can help you acknowledge and address emotions such as anger or frustration, enabling a more constructive conversation rather than a defensive outburst. A fourth exercise to enhance your emotional intelligence is critical incident reflection. After a particularly intense interaction or event, take time to analyze the situation. Document what occurred, your feelings, and your reaction. Evaluate whether your emotional response aligned with the desired outcome, and if not, reflect on how you might handle a similar situation differently in the future. This exercise works by fostering introspection, guiding you toward making sound emotional choices aligned with your goals. Considering a scenario where a missed opportunity in a meeting provokes strong feelings, reflecting on your response and planning alternative approaches can pave the way for proactive growth. Lastly, implement the weekly gratitude reflection. At the end of each week, take time to jot down 3 things you are grateful for, alongside the lessons learned from interactions or situations that were challenging. Gratitude has been shown to activate the brain's reward system, fostering positive emotional states and effectively enhancing resilience. For example, if you faced a setback at work, recognizing the lessons from that experience can transform your perspective towards growth rather than despair. As you embark on the journey towards strengthening your emotional intelligence and reshaping your thought patterns, remember that consistent practice is key. Engaging with these exercises allows you to deepen your self-awareness, facilitate stronger relationships, and cultivate emotional resilience. Each step taken enhances your capacity to navigate life with clarity and confidence, empowering you to achieve your fullest potential. Embrace the richness that emotional intelligence brings to every aspect of your life. And for more valuable insights on this transformative journey, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where we explore the intricacies of the mind and personal growth together. Chapter 6: Transforming Limiting Beliefs into Strength. Have you often found yourself held back by thoughts like, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough"? These limiting beliefs, tightly woven into the fabric of our minds, can hinder our potential and cloud our self-perception. Transforming these beliefs into strengths is essential for personal growth, enabling an empowered and resilient mindset. This process is intricately linked to both our subconscious and conscious thoughts, as well as the remarkable capability of our brains to rewire themselves through our experiences and intentional practices. By tearing down the walls built by limiting beliefs, we create space for new possibilities and a deeper understanding of our capabilities. At the core of this transformation is the interplay between the subconscious mind and conscious thought. Our subconscious often harbors deeply rooted beliefs formed from past experiences, social conditioning, and environmental messages. These beliefs declare, "You aren't capable," or "You don't deserve success," defeating us before we can even start. In contrast, the subconscious mind has the potential for growth and adaptability. Through the principle of neuroplasticity, it can form new neural pathways and reshape our understanding of ourselves and the world. By consciously challenging these limiting beliefs, we not only interrupt the negative narratives, but also encourage the formation of empowering beliefs that elevate our confidence and capability. Essentially, defeating limiting beliefs requires us to confront them directly. This begins with the practice of self-awareness, identifying the thoughts and patterns that arise when faced with challenges. Taking a moment to pause and reflect allows us to ask why these thoughts arise and evaluate their validity. The process works because increased self-awareness contributes to emotional regulation, which is vital for navigating everyday challenges and decision-making. A relatable scenario may involve someone hesitant to apply for a promotion due to a belief that they lack the required experience. Through self-awareness, they can identify this thought as limiting, prompting them to analyze their actual qualifications and accomplishments, leading to the realization that they could indeed promote their candidacy. Another critical component of belief transformation is reframing, which encourages shifting perspectives on challenges and setbacks. Rather than viewing failure as an insurmountable hurdle, one can frame it as a stepping stone to growth and learning. Policymakers and educators often advocate reframing in academic settings, where students are encouraged to perceive mistakes as valuable learning experiences. This cognitive reevaluation engages the limbic system, allowing us to regulate our responses to emotionally charged situations. Picture a freelance writer facing rejection from multiple publications. Reframing each rejection as an opportunity to improve can motivate them to seek feedback and refine their craft, ultimately increasing their chances of success. A third vital aspect is the practice of affirmations and positive self-talk. This technique can significantly influence how we perceive ourselves and our abilities. By replacing negative phrases with positive affirmations like, "I am capable," or "I deserve to succeed," we encourage the brain to prioritize these positive beliefs. Research shows thoughts and affirmations can stimulate the release of dopamine, reinforcing a sense of reward when we engage in positive thinking. For instance, someone who consistently uses positive affirmations before social gatherings may find their anxiety decreased, empowering them to engage more freely with others. Moreover, actively visualizing success can reinforce the belief in one's capabilities. Visualization techniques guide individuals to imagine the details and emotions associated with achieving their goals. In this way, our minds can experience success vicariously, priming us to chase those aspirations in real life. Imagine an athlete visualizing their performance before a big match. This practice can elevate confidence and readiness, bridging gaps between self-doubt and high performance. As you engage in these transformative practices, remember that reshaping limiting beliefs is a continuous journey. It requires reflection, integrity, and a willingness to explore the depths of your subconscious. By embracing these steps, you lay a foundation for a more empowered version of yourself, breaking free from the shadows of doubt. Nurture the belief that you possess the strength to rewrite your narrative, ushering in possibilities and opportunities that once seemed out of reach. Free yourself from the confines of limiting beliefs and embrace the boundless potential within you. To effectively transform your limiting beliefs into strengths, engaging in practical exercises can facilitate significant personal growth. One valuable exercise is to create a belief inventory. Begin by identifying 3 to 5 limiting beliefs that frequently arise in your life. Write each belief down, and next to it, list evidence that contradicts these beliefs. This simple yet powerful act of challenging these negative thought patterns works because it activates the prefrontal cortex, fostering critical thinking and emotional regulation. For example, if you believe, "I'm not good enough at my job," counter this by listing positive feedback or achievements you've received. By re-examining these beliefs through objective evidence, you diminish their power, allowing you to step forward with renewed confidence. The second technique is affirmation integration. Take a moment each morning to create a set of positive affirmations tailored to counteract your limiting beliefs. Ensure these affirmations resonate with you emotionally and are stated in the present tense, such as, "I am capable of achieving my goals," or "I confidently embrace new challenges." Repeat these affirmations aloud for 5 to 10 minutes while visualizing their truth. This works because it primes your subconscious to embrace these new empowering beliefs, promoting changes on a neural level. For instance, if public speaking terrifies you, consistently affirming your confidence in your speaking abilities through such statements can gradually reduce anxiety and enhance your performance in social situations. Next, practice the exercise of success visualization. Each evening, dedicate 10 minutes to vividly visualize a scenario where you successfully overcome a challenge linked to your limiting beliefs. Picture every detail, your feelings, the environment, and even the reactions of others around you. This exercise enhances your brain's ability to build pathways associated with successful outcomes, essentially helping you rehearse your success subconsciously. For instance, if you've struggled with imposter syndrome, visualizing yourself excelling in a presentation can prepare your mind to embrace that experience when it becomes reality, paving the way for self-assurance and effectiveness. A valuable method is engaging in gratitude reflection. At the end of each week, contemplate 3 accomplishments, big or small, and express gratitude for them. By focusing on what you've achieved, you build a positive narrative reinforcing the belief in your capabilities. This technique enhances your emotional resilience by redirecting your focus away from self-doubt and towards self-appreciation. For example, if you launched a project at work, acknowledging your hard work can counterbalance doubts about whether you deserve credit and respect. Taking time to reflect on achievements fosters a deeper self-acceptance and enables you to internalize positive reinforcement. The final exercise is emotional response journal. After experiencing a strong emotional response, write about what triggered it, your automatic thoughts, and how you chose to respond. Describe the situation, how you felt, and evaluate whether your response aligned with your desired outcomes. This technique encourages prefacing emotional regulation by promoting self-reflection. If a colleague's comment bothers you, journaling can help you decipher the underlying beliefs that prompted your discomfort and clarify that criticism is constructive, rather than a personal attack. This practice of reflective writing allows for emotional clarity and wisdom that nurtures healthier workplace interactions and reduces stress. Ultimately, reshaping limiting beliefs is a powerfully transformational journey that can deeply enhance your personal and professional life. Each of these exercises holds the potential to help you realize your intrinsic value, expand your horizons, and cultivate a mindset anchored in strength and possibility. As you lean into this process of growth, remind yourself that only through self-reflection and consistent practice can you rewrite the narrative that no longer serves you. Embrace the empowerment that comes with actively counteracting your limitations. For deeper insights and continuous support, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where you will discover more strategies for mastering the art of personal transformation and emotional resilience. Chapter 7. Neuroplasticity, the key to reinvention. Have you ever wondered how it's possible to change your thoughts and actions, even when they feel deeply ingrained? The concept of neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself, hold the key to this transformation. Neuroplasticity allows us to adapt and reshape our neural pathways in response to new experiences and learning, making it a critical aspect of personal development. Understanding and harnessing the principles of neuroplasticity can empower you to transcend limiting beliefs and create a fresh narrative in your life. In essence, the power to reinvent ourselves lies within our biology, waiting to be unleashed through intentional practice. Neuroplasticity fundamentally changes our understanding of the brain from a static organ to one that is dynamic and malleable. Throughout our lives, our brains continually form and strengthen connections as we learn and grow. When we engage in new experiences or challenge existing patterns, we pave the way for new synapses to form, allowing us to acquire fresh skills and modify behaviors. This development is particularly essential for emotional healing and growth, as it enables us to rewire emotional responses and cultivate healthier thought processes. By recognizing the ongoing nature of brain development, we can approach setbacks not as failures, but as pivotal moments that present an opportunity for growth. A foundational element to mastering neuroplasticity involves embracing the principles of mindfulness and awareness. Mindfulness increases our ability to tune into our thoughts and feelings without judgment, enabling us to identify destructive patterns. Research shows that practices such as meditation deepen the connections in brain regions related to attention and emotional regulation. Consider someone who feels overwhelmed in high-pressure situations. Through consistent mindfulness practice, they can learn to acknowledge rising anxiety while grounding themselves in the present moment. This experience of self-awareness facilitates a conscious choice to respond thoughtfully, rather than react impulsively, reshaping their emotional habits over time. Another key aspect of neuroplasticity is the practice of deliberate practice, emphasizing intentional and focused effort. The term deliberate practice refers to engaging in structured activities specifically aimed at improving performance. This approach underscores the importance of challenging oneself, embracing discomfort, and recognizing that failure is an integral part of growth. The science suggests that as we confront challenges and invest time and energy into improving, we stimulate neuroplastic changes that enhance our abilities and resilience. Picture a musician who practices diligently, pushing past the initial frustration of challenging pieces. Through consistent effort, they ultimately experience increased proficiency and confidence, fully transforming their relationship with music. Goal setting is another essential component to leverage neuroplasticity effectively. When we create clear, attainable goals, our brains release dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with motivation and reward. This enables our minds to associate specific behaviors with positive outcomes. For instance, if a professional sets a goal to enhance public speaking skills, breaking this down into smaller, measurable steps, such as attending workshops or practicing in front of friends, creates an actionable framework that promotes growth. As they accomplish each smaller goal, they build momentum, reshaping their neural pathways and reinforcing the belief that they can succeed. This systematic approach builds confidence and emotional resilience, vital for overcoming challenges. Ultimately, nurturing the principles of neuroplasticity allows individuals to embark on powerful journeys of self-reinvention, empowering them to defeat limiting beliefs, cultivate emotional intelligence, and develop adaptive skills. Each step along the path unfolds new possibilities for personal growth, where setbacks become noteworthy learning opportunities. By engaging in mindfulness, deliberate practice, and goal setting, you can create environments rife with positivity and progress. As you learn to consciously rewire your brain, you set the stage for emotional well-being and fulfilling relationships. This journey is yours to embrace, igniting the potential for unrivaled transformation at your fingertips. By understanding and harnessing neuroplasticity, you become the architect of your mindset, paving the way for a life defined by growth, resilience, and authenticity. To fully harness the power of neuroplasticity and apply its principles in your life, engaging in actionable exercises can be immensely beneficial. One effective exercise is mindful awareness practices. Start by dedicating just 5 minutes a day to focus on your breath. Find a comfortable spot, close your eyes gently, and inhale deeply, allowing your mind to settle. Pay attention to each inhale and exhale, redirecting your thoughts back to your breath whenever distractions arise. Mindfulness works because it strengthens the connections between brain regions associated with attention, thereby enhancing self-awareness and emotional regulation. Imagine a busy parent feeling overwhelmed by daily tasks. By incorporating this simple practice, they can cultivate a sense of calm, allowing them to approach challenges with greater clarity and focus. Next, practice reflective journaling. Set aside time each day or week to write about your experiences, emotions, and the thoughts that accompany them. As you write, specifically identify any limiting beliefs that surface and consider how they impact your decisions. This technique creates a safe space for introspection and personal insight, enabling you to confront and analyze your thought patterns. Scientific research supports that journaling can lead to significant improvements in mental health, as it encourages catharsis and clarity. For example, someone grappling with fear of failure can express their thoughts on paper, leading to realizations about underlying motivations and fears, ultimately fostering emotional resilience. Another impactful exercise is success pairing. Begin by identifying a habit or skill you wish to develop, such as public speaking. Next, create a rewarding experience to pair with this activity. Whenever you engage in public speaking practice, treat yourself afterward to something you enjoy, like a favorite snack or an episode of a show you love. This technique, rooted in behavioral psychology, utilizes positive reinforcement to encourage repetition of desired behaviors. By making these practices enjoyable, you strengthen neural connections linked to the experience. Picture a student who finds public speaking daunting. By incorporating this rewarding routine, they can gradually reshape their perception of the activity, fostering an increasingly confident approach to sharing ideas in front of others. Embrace the practice of visualization techniques. Each day, take a moment to vividly imagine yourself succeeding at a task linked to your personal goals, whether it's nailing a presentation at work or winning a sport competition. See the details, how you feel, the environment, and the positive responses from others. Neuroscience shows that visualization activates neural pathways similarly to real-life experiences, enhancing motivation and preparedness. When students visualize themselves performing well on exams, they decrease anxiety and increase focus, ultimately improving performance. As they create a mental blueprint of success, they reinforce the connection between hard work and achievement. Finally, implement challenge thresholds. Gradually expose yourself to scenarios that push your comfort zone. If you fear social interactions, commit to initiating a conversation with a stranger at least once a week. Break this down into smaller steps, starting with a simple greeting or compliment. Each time you engage, celebrate the effort and acknowledge your growth. This technique works because repeatedly confronting fears fosters positive adaptations in the brain, enhancing emotional resilience. Consider a shy individual who initiates small interactions. Over time, they cultivate confidence and greater social ease, leading to more fulfilling relationships. By integrating these exercises into daily routines, you unlock the transformative power of neuroplasticity, enabling personal growth and emotional well-being. With mindful awareness, reflective journaling, success pairing, visualization, and challenge thresholds, you actively participate in reshaping your mind. Remember, transformation is continuous. Take these steps to nurture your journey towards self-mastery. For more insights, practices, and support, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, and join a community dedicated to exploring the vast potential of the human mind and spirit. Embrace the opportunity to reinvent yourself and unleash the incredible capabilities within. Chapter 8. Embracing Change Without Resistance. Have you ever felt anxious or fearful at the thought of change? Why does the idea of engaging with something new often provoke stress or trepidation, even when those changes might lead to improvement? Embracing change without resistance is essential for personal growth and is a skill that can significantly alter our approach to life's many transitions. Discovering the underlying mechanisms governing our reactions to change allows us to nurture flexibility in our thinking and emotional responses. By learning how to accept and adapt to change, we unlock doors to opportunity, creativity, and resilience that would otherwise remain closed. At the heart of embracing change is understanding that our subconscious mind often holds entrenched beliefs and habits associated with the status quo. The fear of change is often rooted in our subconscious, where it seeks to provide comfort by maintaining familiarity. Yet, while comfort can be beneficial, it can also lead to stagnation. Neuroplasticity teaches us that our brains are capable of continuous modification, and engaging with change allows our neural pathways to rewire, leading to enhanced adaptability. The ability to embrace change is not merely a mindset, but a crucial framework that positively impacts our emotional well-being and enriches our experiences. To begin mastering this principle, we must first actively cultivate self-awareness. Acknowledging the feelings and thoughts that arise in response to change equips us to understand our triggers more clearly. Self-awareness serves as the foundation of emotional regulation, enabling our brain's limbic system to process emotions adaptively rather than impulsively. Consider an individual facing a career shift. Heightened self-awareness allows them to identify feelings of insecurity and fear of the unknown, instead of allowing these feelings to dominate their responses. By bringing these emotions into conscious awareness, they can confront and explore them, empowering themselves to make informed decisions about their next steps. Another essential facet of navigating change is reframing one's perspective or mindset regarding it. Instead of viewing change strictly as a loss or challenge, we can categorize it as an opportunity for growth and renewal. Cognitive reframing involves recognizing that each transition brings potential benefits alongside the discomfort. This technique leverages neuroplasticity to promote the formation of new cognitive patterns. For example, a student preparing for a rigorous examination may view the impending test as a stressful obstacle, but by consciously redefining their perspective to see it as an opportunity for learning and improvement, they ultimately lessen anxiety and bolster motivation. Furthermore, fostering a growth mindset is critical for embracing change without resistance. Individuals with a growth mindset believe their abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This belief fosters resilience and enthusiasm for new challenges. When confronting change with a growth mindset, it encourages a curiosity to learn and adapt, instead of fearing the unknown. Consider an entrepreneur launching a startup. Fostering a growth mindset allows them to view setbacks in funding or performance as part of the learning curve, driving them to innovate and refine their strategies. This positive outlook attracts greater opportunities, facilitating personal and professional resilience. Additionally, developing coping skills, such as mindfulness or relaxation techniques, further enhances our capacity to manage the emotional turbulence that change can stir up. Those practices provide valuable tools to center ourselves when change feels overwhelming. Mindful awareness promotes emotional regulation and combats resistance by encouraging acceptance of emotions as they arise without judgment. For instance, during periods of transition, individuals can engage in mindful techniques such as deep breathing or meditation to ground themselves, acknowledging shifting emotions and allowing them to pass. As you learn to embrace change without resistance, remember that this journey is one of lifelong growth and transformation. Accepting change as a consistent aspect of life opens pathways to exploration and resilience. Through self-awareness, cognitive reframing, cultivating a growth mindset, and developing coping strategies, you cultivate a powerful approach to adapting and thriving in an evolving world. Allow each challenge to serve as an invaluable lesson in your personal journey, shaping you into a more adaptable and resilient individual. Embracing change without resistance not only enriches your own experience, but allows you to connect with the world in a more profound and authentic way as you navigate your unique path forward. To effectively embrace change without resistance, you can engage in practical exercises that deepen your understanding and application of this concept in your life. Start with a technique called change journal. Each time you encounter a change, significant or minor, write about it in a dedicated journal. Detail your initial reactions, emotions, and any feelings of resistance you might experience. Next, reflect on the potential positive outcomes of this change and how it could benefit you in the long run. This exercise works by creating a structured pathway to process the emotions associated with change and aids in developing a balanced perspective rooted in awareness. For instance, if your workplace undergoes a restructuring, writing down your feelings of uncertainty can help clarify your thoughts, leading to a more constructive mindset regarding the new opportunities such transitions may bring. Another impactful exercise is reframing conversations. Choose a recent conversation where change was a topic of discussion, perhaps with a colleague or a friend. Reflect on how the dialogue emphasized fears or challenges related to change. The next step is to reframe that conversation in your mind to highlight opportunities and growth instead. Visualize the conversation taking a positive turn, focusing on what can be gained. This reprogramming approach helps train your mind to shift attention from fears to possibilities and pulls from the principles of cognitive behavioral therapy, which emphasizes the power of thought in influencing behavior and emotional response. Imagine discussing a potential promotion. By reframing the conversation around the prospect of professional development and personal growth, your mindset can shift from trepidation to enthusiasm. Consider the practice of mindful acceptance. This exercise involves pausing during a moment of discomfort related to change and gently acknowledging the sensations and emotions without judgment. When you feel anxiety rising in response to a transition, take deep breaths and mentally say to yourself, "It's okay to feel this." Mindful acceptance allows you to experience the emotion while reducing its power over you, thereby fostering emotional regulation and resilience. Neuroscience supports this practice by illustrating how mindfulness alters brain activity, helping mitigate the body's natural fear response. For instance, if you're apprehensive about moving to a new city for work, practicing mindful acceptance can help ease the transition, allowing you to investigate the advantages of your new environment with an open mind. Next, engage in vision boarding. Create a visual representation of the positive changes you seek in your life and the context in which they unfold. This could involve using magazines, printed images, or online resources to curate positive images and affirmations. Spend time reflecting on each image and why it resonates with you. The concept behind vision boarding draws on the principles of visualization and the law of attraction, encouraging you to actively engage in manifesting your goals and desires. For example, envisioning a vibrant social life in your new city encourages you to seek connections, paving the way for fulfilling relationships and a sense of belonging. Finally, practice tiny steps towards change. Set small, manageable goals related to larger changes you are facing. For instance, if you are transitioning to a new job, your first tiny step might be to update your resume or reach out to a former colleague for advice. Each tiny step fosters a sense of accomplishment as you progress toward larger changes, creating a positive feedback loop that nurtures confidence and reduces the fear of the unknown. Neuroscience reveals that celebrating small wins releases dopamine, the feel-good hormone that reinforces your motivation. Picture someone who aims to improve their fitness. By starting with short walks or light exercises, they gradually build confidence and commitment, making larger lifestyle changes feel more attainable. By actively engaging in these exercises, you cultivate the ability to embrace change without resistance, transforming each challenge into an opportunity for growth. Each technique, whether chronicling your experiences in a change journal, reframing thoughtful dialogues, practicing mindful acceptance, creating a vision board, or taking tiny steps, equips you with the tools needed to navigate life's transitions with grace and confidence. Remember that embracing change is a journey, and with each step forward, you expand your resilience and capacity for growth. For ongoing support and insights, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where together we can explore transformative approaches to personal development and emotional well-being. Embrace your potential for change. The best version of yourself is waiting. Chapter 9. Reframing perception to shift possibilities. Have you ever considered how your worldview shapes your experiences? The lens through which we perceive ourselves and the environment significantly impacts our actions, beliefs, and interactions. Reframing perception involves shifting our viewpoint to view challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles, and enables us to cultivate a growth-oriented mindset. By transforming the way we interpret experiences, we can unlock doors that lead to personal growth, innovation, and deeper emotional resilience. Understanding this concept allows us to harness the power of our subconscious mind in conjunction with our conscious efforts, creating a fertile ground for positive transformation. Reframing serves as a powerful tool in our cognitive arsenal, allowing us to reshape our narratives and alter our emotional responses. When faced with any given situation, our subconscious manifests pre-existing beliefs, providing immediate interpretations that may not align with reality. Within this framework lies an opportunity to engage in neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and reorganize in response to new perceptions. By recognizing moments when we gravitate toward negative interpretations and consciously challenging those thoughts, we can begin rewiring our brain to embrace more nurturing perspectives. Embracing this skill opens new gateways toward self-empowerment and emotional well-being. To effectively master reframing, one must first cultivate greater awareness of their thoughts. This awareness calls for intentional self-reflection. Daily moments of introspection can illuminate the automatic thought patterns that arise during encounters with hardship. Research supports that engaging in mindfulness increases self-awareness and emotional regulation, creating stronger pathways in the brain associated with attention and reflection. Picture a professional who frequently dreads client presentations. By intentionally reflecting on their thoughts regarding public speaking, they can uncover the fears propelling their anxiety, thus creating a foundation for growth. Beyond self-awareness lies the essential practice of cognitive restructuring. This involves identifying unhelpful thoughts and actively replacing them with alternative, empowering interpretations. Start by recognizing a negative thought tied to a challenging scenario, such as, "I always fail when I try something new." Next, actively create a counter-thought. Each experience, whether successful or not, is a valuable lesson. Cognitive restructuring promotes emotional resilience and allows us to navigate challenges with newfound strength. By practicing this technique, we see an evident shift in perspective. Where once we might have shied away from potential failure, we learn to embrace both opportunity and the learning that follows. Emotionally charged situations often create difficulties in reframing our perceptions. Developing emotional regulation is vital for smoothly altering our mental narratives. This skill connects closely to the functioning of the limbic system, responsible for processing emotions such as fear, anxiety, and excitement. Techniques such as deep breathing or grounding exercises can center us in moments of emotional turbulence. Consider an individual who experiences anxiety before an important meeting. Through deep breathing techniques, they can regain control over their emotional state, subsequently allowing for clearer thought processes and enhanced communication. Another critical aspect of perception reframing involves gratitude practice. Gratitude acts as a lens through which we can view our experiences more positively. By intentionally focusing on what we appreciate in our lives, we shift the spotlight away from negativity and foster a broader perspective. Neuroscience highlights that expressing gratitude activates the brain's reward pathways, stimulating feelings of joy and connection. For instance, reflecting upon a difficult challenge and recognizing the growth it has inspired cultivates feelings of gratitude for that experience, transforming its perceived weight into something lighter and more manageable. As you undertake the journey of reframing your perceptions, remember that each thought is an opportunity for transformation. Embrace self-awareness, actively engage in cognitive restructuring, develop emotional regulation skills, and practice gratitude. With every shift in perspective, you unlock new pathways within your brain, making room for growth while enhancing your overall emotional well-being. This transformative approach enables you to thrive amid life's changing currents. Stepping into this empowering mindset not only enriches your experiences, but also enhances your personal relationships and creates deeper connections. Embrace the possibilities that reframing presents, and allow it to guide you on your journey toward a more fulfilled and resilient life. To effectively apply the principles of reframing perception in your life, engage in specific exercises designed to reshape the way you approach challenges. Start with thought record journaling. Each time you encounter a difficult situation, write down the thoughts, feelings, and emotional responses that arise. After documenting your initial reactions, challenge these thoughts by identifying cognitive distortions such as all-or-nothing thinking or catastrophizing. Replace negative thoughts with more balanced, realistic ones. This practice works because acknowledging and reframing our thoughts allows us to activate the brain's prefrontal cortex, which governs rational thinking. For example, if you feel overwhelmed by an upcoming project, writing down "I'll never finish this" and reframing it to "I will make progress step by step" helps ease anxiety and builds a healthier mindset about your capabilities. Next, incorporate the exercise of daily gratitude reflection. Each day, take a moment to reflect on 3 positive aspects of your life, even during challenging times. Writing these reflections down helps cultivate a habit of focusing on what is going well, shifting your perspective from negativity to appreciation. This exercise fosters a more optimistic outlook, enhancing your emotional well-being. Neuroscience confirms that gratitude activates neural pathways associated with reward and satisfaction. For instance, when faced with a difficult day, pausing to acknowledge aspects like supportive relationships or small personal achievements helps maintain resilience and nurtures a mindset conducive to growth. Consider practicing reframing conversations. Choose a recent conversation that left you feeling unsettled or negative, particularly one where change was involved. Reflect on your interpretations and feelings during that interaction. Then, mentally simulate an alternative dialogue where the emphasis shifts to possibilities and learning outcomes. This practice draws on principles of cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which illustrates how changing our self-talk can reinforce positive emotions. If a colleague offers criticism, envisioning the conversation as an opportunity for constructive feedback can help reduce defensiveness and foster cooperation. Engaging in this exercise regularly equips you with the tools to turn conflicts into opportunities for collaboration. Another technique involves embracing the practice of present moment awareness. Frequently throughout each day, remind yourself to pause and assess your emotions and thoughts. This exercise involves grounding yourself in the present, recognizing any feelings of anxiety or fear that are linked to change, and instead observing those feelings without judgment. By practicing this awareness, you train your mind to disengage from automatic negative thought patterns. Mindfulness practices aid in emotional regulation and foster a sense of security amidst transition. For an individual preparing for a big life change, such as a move to a new city, regularly tuning into their feelings can help them acknowledge fears and reassess their positive expectations, promoting a frame of mind that embraces new experiences. Finally, utilize the reverse visualization technique. Instead of picturing the daunting outcomes of a challenge, actively visualize the worst-case scenario occurring. Then, explore the emotions tied to it. Newsom suggests reframing how you respond to this imagined future. Picture yourself facing it rather than succumbing to it. This diminishes the fear associated with potential outcomes and instills a greater sense of control, encouraging a proactive rather than reactive mindset. For instance, visualizing the chaos of a failed presentation might initially provoke stress, but recognizing that you can recover and learn from such an experience reduces its perceived threat. By integrating these practices into your daily routine, you empower yourself to master reframing perception and rewire your narrative toward positivity and growth. Each exercise fosters resilience and clarity while reflecting your inherent capacity for change. The journey towards embracing reframing strengthens not only your emotional well-being, but also enhances interpersonal relationships and nurtures your personal confidence. As you engage consciously in this process, remember that every moment of transformation brings you closer to the best version of yourself. For additional strategies and support through this enriching journey towards self-mastery, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, and join a community focused on transformation and personal growth. Your ability to shift perceptions is not just a tool, It's a gateway to profound change. Embrace that power and begin creating a reality that resonates with possibility. Chapter 10. The Role of Identity in Transformation. Have you ever pondered the profound impact your identity has on your behavior and decisions? The concept of identity emerges as a cornerstone of personal transformation, significantly influencing how we engage with ourselves and our environment. Our identities are shaped by our values, experiences, and beliefs, often residing in the spaces of our subconscious mind. Understanding and consciously refining our sense of identity is vital for personal growth, fostering the courage to embrace change and pursue our aspirations with conviction. By examining and reshaping our identities, we create pathways to significant life transformations, resulting in success and emotional well-being. Identity plays a crucial role in determining how we react to challenges and opportunities. The theories of social identity underscore the importance of how we define ourselves. Whether we see ourselves as resilient, capable, and adaptable individuals, or limit ourselves with self-imposed labels. Each identification goes far deeper, resonating within our subconscious and shaping our reactions. Neuroplasticity teaches us that our brains can adapt and reform connections based on new experiences. By actively exploring the multifaceted nature of our identities, we open ourselves to rewire these connections, fundamentally altering our capacity to respond positively to life's changes. To harness the power of identity, cultivating self-awareness is vital. Acknowledging the narratives we hold about ourselves, scrutinizing the beliefs that guide our actions, and regularly reflecting on these beliefs enables us to discern which aspects align with our true aspirations and values. Neuroscience has established a connection between heightened self-awareness and improved emotional regulation. When we recognize the thoughts, emotions, and values that drive us, we can better navigate situations that evoke strong emotions. For instance, a person who views themselves as a student of life may approach challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats, which leads to increased resilience and adaptability. Additionally, the practice of identity affirmation supports the process of transformation. This technique involves regularly affirming one's identity, focusing on aspects that inspire our personal development. For example, someone striving to adopt a healthier lifestyle can use affirmations like, "I am someone who values my health and makes choices that nurture my body." Affirming our desired identity communicates to our subconscious the behaviors and outcomes we aim to achieve, thus reinforcing them in our philosophy. Brain imaging studies show that affirmations activate regions of the brain involved in self-referential processing, thereby strengthening our conceptualization of self. These positive affirmations become a tool for persons striving to reinforce constructive habits and behaviors. A key aspect of developing identity lies in creating supporting environments. Surrounding ourselves with individuals who reflect and encourage our desired identity contributes significantly to our transformation journey. Engaging with like-minded people fosters emotional support, encouragement, and accountability, paving the way for growth. Neurosciences show us that functional social connections positively influence dopamine production in the brain, generating feelings of connection and fulfillment. For instance, individuals navigating career transitions who engage with a mentor or supportive peers can experience enhanced confidence and skill development, bolstering their pursuit of new opportunities. With this focus on identity, embracing narrative change is essential. Rewriting your life narrative allows you to rethink past experiences and adapt them to support your current aspirations. By re-examining challenging events and reframing them as stepping stones toward growth, creates a liberating and empowering perspective. This technique of narrative reframing resonates with principles established in psychosocial research, demonstrating that individuals who can frame their experiences positively often show enhanced resilience and personal development. For example, someone who faced a setback in launching a business can choose to view that experience as a valuable lesson, framing it as an integral part of their journey toward future success. As you embark on the enriching journey of shaping your identity, remember that continuous self-awareness, identity affirmation, supportive environments, and narrative change meld together to empower your transformations. Engaging in self-reflection helps you trace your evolving identity while actively seeking perspectives that align with your personal growth, promotes a stronger sense of self. Each step taken toward reconceptualizing your identity paves the way for deeper emotional resilience and more meaningful connections. Ultimately, your identity becomes a powerful vehicle for interpreting experiences and embracing possibilities in a world rich with potential. Embrace this transformative process and allow your identity to flourish as you aim to create a life filled with purpose and authenticity. To fully harness the power of identity in your transformation journey, engaging in specific exercises can guide you in shaping and redefining who you are. Start with the identity exploration exercise. Take some time to sit quietly and reflect on the various roles you play in life: friend, professional, family member, and individual. Write down the characteristics associated with each role and how you perceive yourself within them. Consider how these perceptions influence your behavior and decisions. This practice works by illuminating the different facets of your identity, which can often reveal areas where you may constrain yourself due to limiting beliefs. For example, a person who identifies strongly with the role of caregiver may neglect self-care. Recognizing this tendency empowers them to nurture a more balanced identity, enhancing their overall well-being. Next, practice visioning your future self. Set aside about 10 minutes each day to visualize who you aspire to be. Create a mental image of yourself achieving your goals, experiencing the emotions associated with that success. Describe what life looks and feels like, exploring details like your community, relationships, and daily activities. This technique is effective because visualization activates the same neural pathways as real experiences, forcing our brains to perceive them as familiar and attainable. Imagine an individual wanting to advance in their career. Regularly picturing themselves in a leadership position reinforces the belief that they can make it a reality. Over time, this cultivated self-image becomes an integral part of their identity. Another impactful exercise is creating a personal identity statement. Write a clear statement that encapsulates who you believe you are and what you stand for. Be descriptive, focusing on your values, strengths, and aspirations. For example, someone might write, "I am a compassionate leader committed to inspiring others and embracing growth." Your personal identity statement serves as a constant reminder of your true self, and regularly reviewing it can keep you aligned with your goals. Research shows that when individuals have strong, well-defined identities, they are more likely to pursue actions that align with their values and envision future successes. Consider implementing the practice of identity role-playing in your interactions. Choose a scenario that challenges you, perhaps a public speaking event or a difficult conversation at work. Before the situation arises, engage in role-playing, where you act out how your ideal self would handle the interaction. This preparation method works by reinforcing desired behaviors and phrases, enhancing your self-confidence. If a professional envisions themselves delivering a compelling presentation as their ideal self, a strong speaker who connects with the audience, they naturally build the courage and skills to execute effectively in real-life situations. Lastly, engage in the closure of old narratives technique. Take some time to reflect on aspects of your identity that no longer serve you. Write a letter to yourself, acknowledging these old narratives and expressing gratitude for what you've learned from them, but stating your intention to let them go. This conscious act of closure helps liberate you from limiting beliefs, allowing space for new roles and identities that resonate more deeply with your current aspirations. Neuroscience supports that when we process emotions and experiences through writing, we increase clarity and strengthen our resolve to embrace the future. Through these exercises, you empower yourself to redefine and enrich your identity in ways that foster personal and professional growth. Each approach, whether you're exploring your multifaceted identity, envisioning your future self, writing an identity statement, role-playing scenarios, or closing old narratives, reinforces your evolving sense of self. As you commit to these practices, you enhance your emotional resilience and clarity while inspiring others around you on their journeys. Embrace the evolution of your identity as a nurturing framework, one that empowers you daily to pursue your fullest potential. For more insights and transformative practices, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, and join a community that believes in the potential of self-mastery through the exploration of identity and growth. Your identity is more than a reflection. It is the guiding force in your journey of becoming. Chapter 11. Training the Brain for a New Future. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to navigate challenges with greater ease than others? The remarkable power of the brain to reshape itself through consistent effort and learning is the cornerstone of personal transformation and growth. Training the brain for a new future goes beyond merely acquiring new skills. It involves deliberately stimulating change at a neural level, allowing us to break free from old patterns and cultivate a mindset conducive to success and emotional well-being. By understanding and leveraging the principles of neuroplasticity, we can forge new connections within our brains, enabling old habits and limiting beliefs to be replaced with empowering patterns that align with our aspirations. At its core, training the brain encompasses enhancing cognitive abilities, emotional regulation, and resilience through mindful practice. Neuroplasticity allows our brains to adapt continuously, rewiring themselves based on the experiences we seek and the challenges we face. By harnessing this scientific concept, we create opportunities for personal growth and innovation in our thinking patterns. Intentionally engaging in activities designed to stimulate new neural connections strengthens our ability to navigate life's fluctuations, building emotional resilience and creating pathways toward success. One essential component of effectively training the brain involves incorporating mindfulness practices into our daily routines. Mindfulness heightens our awareness of thoughts and feelings, fostering a greater understanding of how our minds operate. When we observe our thought patterns without judgment, we become better equipped to identify negative self-talk or limiting beliefs. This enhanced awareness directly links to emotional regulation, allowing us to respond to experiences constructively rather than react impulsively. For instance, when faced with stress, someone who practices mindfulness can take a moment to pause, breathe, and choose an appropriate action rather than allowing anxieties to dictate their responses. Research shows that mindfulness practice has a profound impact on brain activity, strengthening areas responsible for decision-making and emotional control. Another vital aspect of training the brain is engaging in continuous learning. Actively seeking opportunities to acquire knowledge not only stimulates curiosity, but also encourages the formation of new neural pathways. This means exposing ourselves to new experiences, be it through taking up a new hobby, learning a language, or exploring different perspectives. When we challenge ourselves intellectually, we cultivate adaptability, pushing the boundaries of our capabilities. Imagine an employee who enrolls in leadership training. By investing in personal development, they nurture skills that enhance job performance and contribute to a more confident sense of self. Creating an environment ripe for positive growth is also fundamental. Surrounding ourselves with growth-oriented individuals promotes motivation and inspiration. Social interactions can reinforce our aspirations, reducing feelings of isolation when confronting challenges. The limbic system, which governs our emotions, plays an integral role here. Positive social environments contribute to emotional resilience and encourage adaptive coping mechanisms. Consider an individual who engages in a supportive professional community. The encouragement and shared experiences stimulate personal growth, helping them remain steadfast in their ambitions. Additionally, establishing routines that incorporate goal setting is crucial for promoting a mindset centered on accomplishment. Setting specific, measurable goals gives clarity to our intentions and can provide direction in times of flux. Breaking these goals into actionable steps transforms overwhelming tasks into manageable challenges, allowing for incremental success. This framework increases motivation and nurtures a sense of achievement as we complete each step. Research indicates that our brain's reward systems release dopamine during this process, reinforcing positive behaviors and elevating our feelings of self-efficacy. As you embark on the journey of training your brain for a new future, recognize the importance of mindfulness, continuous learning, positive environments, and goal setting. Each commitment you make toward nurturing your cognitive and emotional growth paves the way for profound transformation in your life. In doing so, you lend your dreams the possibility to flourish, building a future characterized by resilience, clarity, and self-empowerment. Your brain is a remarkable organ equipped to adapt and grow. It is up to you to direct its evolution. Take an active role in this dynamic journey and embrace the powerful skills you can cultivate to craft the future you envision for yourself. Remember that consistency and dedication will be your allies along the path, and as you engage fully, new possibilities will undoubtedly emerge. For more insights and transformative techniques to empower your journey, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, and join a community dedicated to exploring the vast potential of personal growth and brain training. To fully leverage the power of training your brain for a new future, engaging in actionable exercises can significantly deepen your understanding and application of this concept. Begin with neuroplasticity journaling. Each day, set aside time to document an experience where you actively sought to change a behavior or thought pattern. Start by writing down the situation, your initial reaction, and the steps you took to reframe or reinterpret it. For example, if you previously felt anxious about public speaking, detail how you prepared, visualized success, and ultimately delivered your presentation. This exercise works by facilitating reflection, reinforcing connections in your brain that align with positive change, and fostering emotional resilience. Over time, reviewing these entries can help highlight your progress and instill a deeper sense of achievement and capability. Next is the mindfulness meditation for change. Find a quiet space and sit comfortably. Spend 10 minutes focusing on your breath, allowing thoughts to surface without judgment and gently returning your attention to your breath. After your session, reflect on any thoughts or emotions related to your current aspirations for change. This practice proves effective because it enhances your capacity for emotional regulation and decreases anxiety, promoting a sense of calm that empowers you to embrace change. For instance, someone preparing for a job interview can use this technique to clear their mind of self-doubt, enabling them to approach the interview with greater clarity and confidence. You can also implement skill building through deliberate practice. Identify a specific skill you wish to enhance and allocate dedicated time each week to practice it. Create a structured plan that includes small, achievable goals, progressively leading to expertise. For example, if you want to improve public speaking, your initial steps can include watching videos, attending workshops, or practicing in front of a mirror. This planned approach benefits you because consistent, focused practice stimulates neural connections associated with that skill, reinforcing your capacity for improvement. Picture a person joining a Toastmasters group. As they regularly practice their speaking skills with constructive feedback, they steadily build confidence, making public speaking a less daunting experience. Additionally, engage in positive visualization. Each day, take a few moments to visualize your goals in vivid detail. Picture yourself overcoming challenges and experiencing the emotional rewards associated with those achievements. This method is impactful because it activates the same areas of the brain involved in real-life action, enhancing motivation and preparing you through mental rehearsal. Imagine a student picturing themselves successfully completing an exam. This repeated visualization cultivates confidence, reduces anxiety, and primes the brain for a positive outcome during the actual event. Finally, practice gratitude mapping. Dedicate time each week to identify and write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. Go beyond surface-level reasons and dive deeper into the feelings and implications behind each point. This works by shifting focus from fear or anxiety to appreciation and positivity, fostering resilience amid challenges. For instance, recognizing gratitude for the lessons learned from mistakes can create a sense of empowerment and motivate proactive behavior. By incorporating these exercises into your daily routine, you train your brain to respond positively to challenges, fostering an adaptive and growth-oriented mindset. Each method, whether through journaling, mindfulness, deliberate practice, positive visualization, or gratitude mapping, equips you with practical tools for personal transformation. As you embrace these strategies, remember that you're not just changing how you think, but also rewiring your neural pathways towards growth and potential. The journey of training your brain for a new future is one of discovery and growth. For continued guidance and insights, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where you can explore further strategies to empower your journey of self-mastery and transformation. Embrace the transformative power of your mind and watch as each step leads you closer to the future you envision. Chapter 12. Mastering the Art of a Malleable Mind. Have you ever wondered how some individuals seem to effortlessly adapt to life's changes while others struggle? The art of a malleable mind is a crucial skill in today's fast-paced and ever-evolving world. Cultivating a mindset that embraces flexibility and openness to new experiences allows us to navigate challenges with grace, promoting resilience, and enhancing our overall emotional well-being. By sharpening our ability to adapt our thinking and behavior, we create an empowering foundation for personal growth and lasting success. Mastering the art of a malleable mind means unlocking the tremendous potential of our brains to rewire themselves in accordance with our evolving aspirations. A malleable mind connects deeply with the principles of neuroplasticity, the brain's capacity to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout our lives. This relentless adaptability is a reminder that we are not bound by fixed traits. Instead, we possess the inherent ability to reshape our thoughts, beliefs, and habits. Each commitment to flexibility fosters emotional resilience, enabling us to respond thoughtfully to adversity rather than succumb to rigid patterns of thought. Embracing a malleable mindset requires attention not only to the conscious, but also to the subconscious influences that mold our perceptions and responses. Central to mastering a malleable mind is developing self-awareness. Engaging in consistent self-reflection enhances our ability to recognize how we think and feel, particularly during transformative moments. Psychological research highlights that self-awareness significantly enhances emotional regulation. When we bring awareness to our thoughts and feelings, we can identify restrictive thought patterns that hinder our growth. For example, a person who frequently feels overwhelmed may practice journaling, documenting any recurring negative thoughts. By recognizing these patterns, they create an opportunity to replace negativity with more constructive beliefs, amplifying adaptability and self-efficacy. Another essential aspect of cultivating a malleable mind is fostering curiosity. Encouraging an inquisitive approach to life allows us to approach challenges with wonder rather than fear. Curiosity invites exploration and encourages us to question established beliefs about ourselves. Neuroscience supports that curiosity stimulates the release of dopamine, enhancing learning and motivation. Consider someone stepping out of their comfort zone to explore a new hobby. Their willingness to approach the experience with an open mind blossoms creativity and can lead to unexpected discoveries about themselves or new passions. Engaging in mindset exercises further boosts adaptability. Throughout the day, consciously challenge yourself to engage with differing viewpoints or alternative solutions when confronting a problem. By intentionally seeking information that expands your perspective, you cultivate cognitive flexibility, refining how you view the world. For instance, if a student struggles with a subject, exploring various learning styles and techniques fosters creativity and enhances their cognitive tools. This active engagement acts as a workout for the brain, strengthening neural connections and depth of insight. Additionally, embracing proactive vulnerability allows for deeper connections with others and greater adaptability. Expressing your emotions authentically fosters an environment of trust and belonging, which naturally encourages openness to change. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we invite empathy into our interactions and facilitate meaningful connections. For example, an employee who openly discusses their apprehensions about a new project may find support from colleagues, turning a daunting situation into a collaborative opportunity for growth. Finally, practicing visualizing adaptability can reinforce a malleable mind. By creating vivid mental pictures of yourself successfully navigating a challenging situation, you prepare your brain for success. This visualization technique activates neuronal pathways involved in actual performance, creating a sense of familiarity with the desired outcome. Imagine an athlete mentally rehearsing their routine before a competition. By visualizing graceful movements and excellent performance, they enhance their confidence and set themselves up for an impressive execution. As you embark on the journey to master a malleable mind, remember to cultivate self-awareness, embrace curiosity, engage with mindset exercises, allow for proactive vulnerability, and practice visualization techniques. With commitment to these practices, you create a life characterized by resilience, growth, and deeper emotional connections. Recognize that adaptability is not just a skill, but an art form that enables you to dance gracefully through the complexities of life. Embrace the profound potential that lies within you to adapt, evolve, and thrive as you consciously shape your own narrative for a brighter future. To explore more transformative insights, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, and continue this journey of self-mastery. Your capacity for growth knows no bounds. To effectively master the art of a malleable mind, engaging in targeted exercises can empower you to integrate this mindset into your daily life. Start with daily reflection. Each evening, dedicate a few minutes to write in a journal about an experience from that day that challenged your adaptability. Describe your initial reaction and identify any limiting beliefs that surfaced during the incident. Follow this with a reflection on how you could shift your response or perspective in the future. This practice works by solidifying your understanding of your reactions, enabling neural connections related to adaptability to strengthen over time. For instance, if you faced an unexpected change at work and felt resistant, journaling prompts an exploration of why you felt that way, encouraging a more open outlook next time. Next, practice gratitude reframing. Each week, select one challenge or disappointment and identify 3 things you learned or gained from that experience. Write these reflections out and read them aloud. This exercise emphasizes gratitude, which neuroscience has shown can activate brain regions associated with positive emotions. By conditioning your brain to focus on growth instead of limitations, you enhance clarity and resilience. Imagine a recent setback in a project. When you recount the lessons learned about teamwork or time management, you transform a negative experience into a catalyst for personal growth. Engaging in active listening can further deepen your malleable mindset. During conversations, commit to fully focusing on the other person without planning your response while they speak. After they finish, paraphrase what you heard to confirm your understanding. This practice not only clarifies communication, but also cultivates an openness to differing perspectives. Research highlights that active listening can improve interpersonal relationships and create a sense of safety and acceptance. For example, if a friend shares a different view on a sensitive topic, practicing active listening allows you to appreciate their perspective without immediately reacting, promoting flexibility in your thought processes. Consider implementing visualization of versatility. Spend time visualizing various scenarios where adaptability is essential, whether in your personal or professional life. Picture yourself responding positively to unexpected challenges and embracing change. Engaging in this mental rehearsal instills confidence and prepares your brain for real-life situations, effectively reinforcing neural pathways associated with successful navigation through change. Picture a student visualizing themselves handling tough questions during an exam. Repeatedly seeing themselves succeed sends powerful messages to their subconscious that they are capable and ready. Lastly, adopt the emotional regulation techniques practice. Identify techniques that help you manage discomfort when faced with change, such as deep breathing, mindfulness breaks, or physical exercise. Establish a routine where you incorporate these techniques when you anticipate needing them. This practice works phenomenally because consistent response training can significantly shift the neurological patterns associated with stress and anxiety. For instance, someone preparing for a challenging situation, like a job interview, can practice deep breathing to calm their nerves, enabling them to approach the experience with clarity instead of being overwhelmed. By integrating these exercises into your routine, you actively cultivate the flexibility and adaptability of a malleable mind. Daily reflections, gratitude reframing, active listening, visualization, and emotional regulation techniques help reshape your cognitive landscape, enhancing your confidence, clarity, and emotional resilience. Each practice skill contributes to your ability to embrace and navigate change, turning challenges into opportunities for mastery. Remember that growth is a journey requiring ongoing commitment. As you implement these strategies, know that you are not alone on this path. Subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, for a wealth of insights and support as you strengthen your journey toward self-mastery. Embrace the transformative power of a malleable mind and let it guide you to a future filled with limitless possibilities. Equip yourself with the tools to adapt and thrive, and watch as the world opens up before you. As we conclude this transformative journey through mastering the malleable mind, remember that the skills you've developed, embracing change, reframing perceptions, and cultivating a resilient identity, are now your tools for navigating life's challenges. Each step you've taken paves the way for a brighter future, marked by adaptability and personal growth. Thank you for spending your time with us and investing in your own empowerment. Recognize that the journey continues beyond these lessons. Commit to applying what you've learned today, and let your newfound insights propel you forward. Embrace every opportunity as a chance to grow, and watch how your life unfolds with renewed possibilities. If you found this content valuable, please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Limbic Shift, for more empowering insights. Your journey of growth is just beginning. Take action now and step into the extraordinary potential that lies within you.